So before we start, obviously we have to have completed the main story, because that's obviously part of our journey. Without having completed the main story, you're gonna run into some trouble, so make sure you have completed the main quest before you proceed with this guide. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is starting in the Cathedral of Prideholme. We are going to go behind this wooden wall, and we have a hidden story here, the hidden pass of Varut. Next, we are going to go outside and hug the left wall so we can find our first Vista point. Obviously, we're gonna find our mount. We're going to go here to our first Vista point. You can inspect it. This is the Chain War Memorial Tree. And let's go to the next one. So, for our first cooking item, we're going to go to the potion merchant, talk to her, and you can buy this food for 3000 silver, and then you can consume it, and it will be part of your cooking adventure stone. Next, we are going to go to Sierra, I think she's called. For Sierra, she is in the bottom left, it's a heart. We need to have maximum respect, rapport. You can gain rapport by doing your daily emotes, your daily instruments, talk to her, or giving her gifts. I already have max trust, max rapport, so I don't have to do that anymore. With max rapport, after you have gained max rapport, you can claim the special potato here, which is our second cooking item. Also, you have the quest Song for a Hero here. After you finish the main quest, you have to talk to Sierra and you will complete a Song for a Hero. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to walk into the lower area to where the farms are. And we are going to collect two things. First, our cooking item. Our cooking ingredient, which is right here. Which actually I'm going to get to show to you guys later where to create the dish. You get giant wheat sack. Next we're going to walk over here to the tombstone, which is a hidden story about Korumba's cat. So next on, we are going to start one of the hidden stories, which is called the story of Sunflowers for My Love. Here you have the house with the sunflowers in ahead, and on the front porch you have the first out of 3 for this quest. So we have gathered in the starting area, we have gathered everything we can do, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to finish the quest Sunflowers for My Love, because otherwise we're going to have to backtrack or gonna run out of time. So it's better to finish this story first. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Log Hill. So after arriving in Log Hill, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to walk upwards, going to this area specifically, because there's two things there. First of all, there's our Vista point, and there's the second chapter for a Sunflower for My Love. So we're gonna jump over here, and then right around here there is the Vista point, right where this lady is standing. So let's continue. Next thing we're gonna go do, you see we're getting into the sunflower area. In the sunflower garden area, what we're going to do is we're gonna walk up until we arrive at the sunflowers here, and here you can investigate the second part of the story. But we're not going to the third part yet, because first we have to do something else. We have to go to this area where there is a monster that is spawning there, and we need that. That's one of the monsters we need to complete the adventure stone. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk over here, and I'll show you. This is the boss, this is the monster you want to fight. He has this special icon above him, which means you need him in the adventure stone. As you can see it's almost the same icon. So after you defeat him, you are going to backtrack. We're going to go all the way back to Prideholme, because we are going to have to finish Sunflowers for My Love there. Once you've made it back to Prideholme, you're going to go back to the same house that you started at. Do not click on the front porch, because that's just going to reset the whole quest. You walk over here to the Sunflowers, and you're going to investigate there, which gets you the 3 out of 3, which means you've finished the Sunflower quest. Which means we have basically finished everything except one thing in this area, and now we are going to continue back to Log Hill. Once you've arrived back in Log Hill, you are going to go up in this area, basically where there's this split off area, because there's also another monster that we need to kill in order to proceed with our adventurer tome. Let's see if it's here. Yes, it's here. It's this monster with the same icon above his head. After you kill it, you go straight ahead and then turn right immediately. And you go up here into this bush. You investigate another ingredient for one of your cooking items. A Discord lump. So we go back into our mount, and we're going to go into this lost area right here. Here we are going to get another Vista point, which is our third Vista point. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll pop it up on the screen. Right here. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it's a church ruins. Yes, it's a church ruins. So we are going to go back into our mount, and what we're going to do is we are going up here to the right area before we leave this area. Because there's another monster here that we have to kill. Let's see if it spawned. It did not spawn. So if it does not spawn, something you can do is you can change channels. Go into your mount, you change channels. It might take a few seconds. And if you're lucky, it should spawn right now, which it did not, so that's very unlucky. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna keep changing channels because I don't want to give you guys false information. Here, so it did spawn here. As you can see, it spawns here. That's one of the monsters you need to kill. So we've done everything here, adventure tome wise, so we are going to go to the next area. We're here, there's 2 pathways we could take, but we are going to go left first, because one of the adventure tome, I'm pretty sure it's the Waterfall bridge. This is the Waterfall bridge. This is another Vista. We can take that and go right back. Once you've gotten this Vista, you can cross this line. So once we have arrived here, we have our first dungeon. So one common misconception is that if you finish the dungeon on a hard first try, you don't have to do it anymore. It's actually not true, and you have to finish it on normal. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go into this dungeon, and I'll give you a quick guide on what you have to do to fully complete all the dungeons here. We're going to do it on normal because why not? So the reason why we went into this dungeon is because there are 2 monsters that we have to kill here, which is the Toxiclaw Explorer and the Toxiclaw Elite Archer. What we're gonna do is we're going to go down here. Normally you would have already killed them, but if you have not killed the Toxiclaw Explorer or the Toxiclaw Elite Archer, they are located right here. So this is the first one, the Toxiclaw Explorer, which you have to kill. I'm a bit over leveled, so that's the only reason I'm killing them so far, so don't worry about it if it takes you a little bit longer. So here we obviously will get the Toxiclaw Elite Archer. If you kill those two monsters, you are actually ready to leave. If you've already finished the dungeons on normal and on hard, you can see that if your dungeons have a red and a blue glow around the difficulty meters. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna play the Song of Escape because there's no need for me to clear it any further. Once you get back outside, you are going to get back on your horse, obviously, and you are going to walk into this right area here. Because there's another monster that you want to kill. So, in the most right corner here, there is a spawn. Let's see if it's here. Yes, it's here. It's a lead Croclaw, which spawns right here, in this area of the map. So we are going to go walk back and we are going to pick up the start of, let's see what it was called again, a Knight in Shining Armor, which is located right around this corner in next to the rope. So you can investigate that. A Knight in Shining Armor, part 1 out of 3. Next thing we're going to do is we're gonna walk up, because in this left corner, just next to it, is another unit you have to kill, another lead Croclaw. So we're going to go back up. I'm pretty sure you have to kill both of them separately. So just make sure to kill both of them, because actually I am not very sure if you have to kill only one of them or both of them, but nevertheless, I'll put it up on the screen if it's only one or it's both. Okay, next we are going to go to Kumo Mountain. Once we arrive at the Ankumo Mountain, we are going to go to the left here. And next to the guy that says, "Oh, it hurts," there's another investigation button, which is the second part of a Knight in Shining Armor. Next, we are going to go up into this area where you see the Makoko seed just above it, because there is another hidden story right there. It is located in this corner, and I'm pretty sure it's the drunk. Yeah, the truth of a drunk. Next, we are going to go into this area, because there's another hidden monster, another creature that we have to kill, which is supposed to spawn right here. See, here he spawned the lead moss wolf. Next up, we're going to get our map back. We're going to walk here. We don't have to do anything actually until we arrive at the next Makoko seed. So on the map, we're going to go to the right here. We're going to hug the wall, and there should be another spawn, the giant Skehal. That's the one we have to kill. And next there is one just in front of this rigged area on the map. Let's see if it spawned. It did not. Oh yes, it did spawn. A giant Skehal, another one. So if you kill these, both of these, you can go further. And then when we hug the right wall, there is another Vista point here. As you can see, I'm pretty sure this is the Waterfall. Let's see where it is. Valley of the Falling Waters. Okay, so what we are going to do now is there are two things we have to do. Is first we are going to go left, because we want to backtrace as less as possible. So we're going to go to the left here and just go straight ahead into this lower area. Yes, it did spawn. This is the Wandering Infected. That's one of the monsters we have to kill. So now we're going to go back in the same path. I know it's backtracking, but you know, there's nothing you can do. This is the fastest way. And normally I would go to the dungeon for Aquila's head, but we have to finish the Knight in Shining Armor first. So before we do that, we are going to go up until Rethramis border. Once we arrive at Rethramis border, we're going to go up, and we are going to hug the left area after we come around this corner. What we want to do here is look into the fire, because in one of those fires there's actually a hidden story. The story of a burned love, if I'm correct. Burned with love. I'm sorry. So after we've done that, we are going to go up here, and we're going to go into this area, because this is the area where we finish our White Knight quest. Here, just in the corner, behind these people. I think it's next to the cart, if I'm correct. Yes, it is. There's some medicinal herbs, and we finished a knight in shining armor. So what we're going to do next is we are going into the town, because there's a Vista spot there. No, actually, you know what? We can do that a little bit later. Let's go to the left. I think that's faster. Pretty sure this is faster. There should be a spawn here. Another monster we have to kill. As you can see, the boss Gravedigger. And after the boss Gravedigger, we go up. We go into this corner. The other side, I'm sorry, not in the corner, next to the shields. And in the shields, you find another collectible. I think it's one of the cookables. Yes, it's the Regria Flower Oil, which you can just consume right now, and it will be in your collectibles. Next up, we're going to go into our next Vista. The Vista is right here in the middle. Pretty sure this is the statue of the goddess. Yes, it is. So we have finished our statue of the goddess here. Next up, going to walk all the way around. And we're going to go first into this area, because there is another cooking item that we need. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it was around here. Yes, it is. An ingredient for a local specialty dish, which is the solar tree sprout, if I'm correct. Yes, it is. So after we got that ingredient, we have to go a little bit downward, because there is another spawn here, the flesh-eating spider boss, which we also have to kill. After that, we're going to do the aquatic still. So after we've arrived in aquatic still, we are going to walk here, walk down here. Obviously, for now we have to kill everything. Don't worry about it taking a long while. We have to kill the old Mera Snake. So we kill the old Mera Snake, and we are going to walk or jump across this road. This one is a bit weird, actually. Normally everything is on its normal path, but for this time we actually have to go off-road. Sorry, I'm gonna fight him a little bit. We have to go down here, and normally there's a wall here, but I'm pretty sure you have to just stay here and attack the wall a few times. And then you have to kill the Decomposed Infected. After you kill him, you are practically done with this dungeon, and you can leave again, unless you obviously have not finished it on normal and hard. Be aware there's also 2 Makoko seeds right here, so if you want them, you can take them. After we've arrived outside again, we are going to go open up our map, and we're going to go into this area. Because there's actually a few things we have to do there. So, what I think is the best way to start is we have the quest A Tragedy Written in Stone. A Tragedy Written in Stone is a quest that you get by getting the old log moss. Sorry, the moss covered log, which you get by killing ghosts in this graveyard area. So these guys. First of all, what we have to do on the other hand, is there is supposed to be another monster spawn that we have to kill, which is not here right now. See, here he spawns the boss Gravedigger, another one actually. So, there's also the Rudric, a world boss spawn that spawns around this area. I'm pretty sure it spawns into this area right here. So if you want to kill the world boss, it's going to spawn right near here. I do not have any footage of it spawning right now, but I will make sure that you can find it right here, because I've already killed it here actually. There's also another spawn, Boss Brook. That's also one that you have to kill. Boss Brooks spawns here, right? And Rudric spawns over here. So if you want to kill Rudric, stay around this area. But we obviously want to get tragedy written in stone. So how do we do that? So once we killed enough ghosts and we got this, we got a log, we are going to have to read it, and we are going to have to talk to Gravekeeper Candle, which is located right here in this area. This is Gravekeeper Candle. Once you talk to him, you have to read an engraved, let's see what it is called again, defaced epitaph, which is in the upper corner right here. Go up and there would be a notification where you can read it right here. After that you have to kill some mobs. No, we don't want to go down. But you have to kill some mobs, and after you've killed some more ghosts, you have to put the lady out of her misery. How do we do that? Well, we go up here and we have to kill the Vengeful Spirit, which is located right here. After you kill the Vengeful Spirit, your quest will continue. But before we continue that, there's another Vista point here. So we are going to take this Vista point and we are going to continue our journey. So there's one more hidden story in right around this area, which I forgot to tell you about. But if you go, do you see this little dent in the map? That's where you have to go. And there should be, let's see where it is. Here it is. The Cursed Gravekeeper hidden story. Once you finish that, we are going to do is we are going to go back. Normally we would have to go back to the Akuma mountain. Normally I would just teleport it to it and go there, but I'm going to walk to it if you guys do not want to spend your silver on the teleports. Once we've arrived back at Akuma mountain, we are going to go to the next dungeon, which is called Aquila's Head. But before we do that, there is one more named monster that we're going to have to find in this lower area. There it is. It's called the boss Mystical Snake, which you have to kill in order to proceed with your adventurous stone. Next we're going to go into the dungeon, and once again do not forget to do it on the hard and normal. Once we are in, this is actually a bit of a weird one, so you gotta pay attention here. As you can see, there's a lot of Makokos outside of the map, and that's because there's a hidden passage somewhere here, which is a bit difficult to find. Sorry, I have to continue the normal storyline here before we can get there. It's a little hard to find, but once you find it, there's a pretty new area. Kill these monsters. There is this lever you're going to have to pull. Once you pull the lever, there will be a hidden area where you can jump down to. You walk straight up, straight up, and there is this little, what's he called again? That's not the adult Gravedigger. Can we find him? The Pungent Gravedigger is one we also have to kill. So after having done that, we are going to go to the left, because here is where we will find one of our cooking ingredients. It's the 499-year-old wine. So once you get it, you are going to have to wait 2 hours before it turns into the 500-year-old Mera wine. You do not want to click it right away, because it will just get removed out of your inventory and you have to get it again. It's not back because you can already collect it again. That's not a problem, but make sure to not click it before the timer is on. You can see here, duration left, 2 hours left. Means it still takes 2 hours before it gets into the 500-year-old wine. Let's see, I'm pretty sure we just have to jump back at the area we were coming from and continue the oncoming demon, to kill the oncoming demons, because there's 2 more main monsters that we have to kill. Walk down here, we walk up, continue. We have to kill all of these little boys. Don't worry about taking your time. I am very over leveled, so I'm just rushing through it because I want to show you guys how to kill it. But you can take this wall down. And after you take this wall down, there is another monster, the giant Thorn walker, which you have to kill in order to proceed. If you could get past it, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now, there's one more monster you have to kill here. Obviously, we have to do this area. And then we have to go down, actually, instead of the normal way. Oh, I lagged a bit there. I'm sorry if the video is a bit laggy. There's one more monster here, the old Mera Snake, which you have to kill. Once you kill it, you can just leave. You can just leave with the Song of Escape, except if you have not finished the dungeon on normal and on hard, which you obviously have to do. And that's it for this dungeon. After having finished that dungeon, we are going to have to go back into Prideholme, which you normally can do is by walking all the way down here to Log Hill. And then from Log Hill you have to walk all the way down to Prideholme, which I'm not going to do. I am going to teleport into Prideholme, and then I will continue from there. After arriving back into Prideholme, we obviously have to finish some cooking, which we can do at our local cook, Haley. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Haley. We're going here, and we can now make the Solar 3 Sprout Cider, the Regria Wheat bread, and a protein-packed white bread stew, which are the last 3 cooking items you would need. So we have finished, we've bought this, we found this, we made this, we made that, we made that, we have to wait for that, and you have to unlock that. So that's all we did. We found all the monsters, we did all the dungeons, we know where Rudric spawns, we've activated all the triports. Do not forget to activate the triports, otherwise you're gonna do it again. The only thing left for you to do now is get these collectibles and the report. Obviously the report might be taking a while, but that doesn't matter. You will get the report over time as long as you do not forget to go by here every single day that you log in and talk to them, give them gifts, play an instrument so you can get a report every day. So now, the last thing we want to know obviously is, but though, de-chilled, how do we get these collectibles? Well, actually it's very simple. You just have to fight monsters. But they rarely drop items. So I was like, I had a hard time finding, because I'm not gonna pay gold for that. So what do we do then? What I found to be the most effective method is, let's see, yeah, it's here at Akuma Mountain. You teleport to Triport, teleport to Border Watch Triport. Once you arrive at Border Watch Triport, you go down into this upper left area. And the reason why you farm here for these items is because there's 4 named creatures which spawn there around every 40 seconds. So there is one which spawns right here at this little bush. Then there is a second one which spawns right here below the tree. A third one which spawns right into this bush where my character is right now. And then the last one which spawns in this bush. Once you kill them, you just rotate. What I like to do is I like to kill this one, then jump to the third one, and then kill the fourth one, and then reset and kill all the small mobs in the meantime. And then wait for this one to spawn, and then you can just rotate this over and over and over again. And in my opinion, this was the fastest way to finish the collectibles. So I'm pretty sure that's all I can cover for Rethramis. If there's anything that's not clear, I'm happy to answer anything in the comments down below. If there's anything you want me to improve on, just let me know. I hope you enjoyed this guide, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.